Welcome. Thanks for joining us today for chair yoga. I'm Heather. We're going to start with a check-in, just bringing more attention and focus to your whole body here. So it can help to close your eyes at this point to help you make that shift from the outer world to more of your inner world, taking a bit of an internal journey through the body from the head down through the neck and shoulders, and all the way down through your torso to your hips. And then moving your focus down from your hips to your knees, knees to your ankles and your feet. And take a few deep breaths in and out. So slowing the breath down and being aware of that complete cycle of breath as it comes in, feeling that opening, that receiving of the energy. And then feel the release. Feel your body physically release on the exhalation. Be here for 2 more breaths. And you're creating a bit of a slower, steadier breath. So inhale to count of 4. And exhale to the count of 5 or 6. Good. Next time you inhale, let's bring the arms up. And on the exhale, release the arms down. Continue here for 2 more breaths. Okay, it's okay if you can't connect your hands right together over your head. Try the best you can. And release. At this time, as you inhale, we'll lift the arms straight up in front and releasing them down on the exhale. 2 more breaths like that. And you're following your own rhythm of breath. You're moving at your own pace. So not trying to match my movements, okay? Good. Releasing that, we'll roll the shoulders out a little bit more. We'll move in the opposite direction a few times. And let's circle the neck a few times too. If you want to start with just a half circle from side to side. Good. And then we'll come over with the ear in line over the shoulder, pausing there for a moment. And then we'll come back to center. And we'll bring the other ear in line with the other shoulder for a moment. And release that. Good. This time, keeping your chin down towards your chest. On the next inhale, lifting your chin. Exhale to release down towards your chest. Inhale to lift. Continue flowing like that for about 3 more breaths. You can start to move through your spine, the rest of your spine a little bit more, opening the chest on the inhale and drawing the belly in on the exhale. Good. So more like a seated cat-cow now. Opening the spine. 1 more breath. Good. This time, exhale. Pull the belly in and then inhale, just come back to center. We're going to come into a side bend with the next inhale. Lift your right arm up. Reach and elongate your whole side body here and come over. Pausing here for 2 more breaths. And then as you inhale, come back to center and exhale, release. Okay. Feel into that side as it releases and relaxes. We'll bring the other arm up on the inhale, reaching, and on the exhale, coming over just to your place that feels good. Staying here for one more breath. And on your next inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale, release. Good. Checking in with your back. And we're going to come into a real nice alignment. Again, just making sure that you're feeling like you're sitting up nice and straight and tall before we come into a twist. We're going to twist to the left. So bring your right hand across to the outside of your left knee there. You can reach back for any part of the chair to hold on to. You can also place the back of your hand against the outside of your leg here. So see how that feels. We'll maybe deepen this a little bit as you press. And again, do what feels good. Just the right amount of effort so that your body can also release and let go into this position. At the end of your next exhale, slowly unwind, come back to center. A wonderful way to release a lot of stress in the back. And also the twist is another way to keep the body really supple and prevent a lot of injuries. So we'll come into the twist on the other side. Pausing here for a few moments. Connecting to your breath, inhale, and your body will open and expand. And exhale, your body will release and let go. One more breath here. At the end of this exhalation, slowly come back to center. And feel everything release through your back. The next time you inhale, we're just going to widen out through the legs a little bit more. Inhale the arms up and exhale, come over. So we're going to try a forward bend. We're coming forward from the hips. You can rest your arms on your legs here. See how that feels. If it feels okay, go deeper. Let your arms hang, hands planted on the floor. Release your head and your neck. Pausing here for 1 to 2 more breaths. Good. On your next inhale, we'll slide the arms back up. Press into the thighs to rise right back up. And we're going to do the opposite now. So we're going to reach back behind for the chair. And we're going to open more of the front of the body. So from the side, you can just stay where you are. It kind of looks like more like this, like a back bend opening through. And again, do what feels good, creating space in the front of your torso. Making sure not to compromise the lower back, lift, or the neck. So do what feels good here. Breathing here, 2 more breaths. And then at the end of your exhalation, we'll release that, let go, come back to center. Okay, we're going to come off the chair now, but we're going to continue to use the chair for a few things. So if you want to, I'm just going to place my chair here so you can see what I'm going to do here. We are going to do a nice, gentle flow of sun salutation postures. So we're going to kind of put it together, a bit of a flowing sequence. We'll continue to move very slowly and mindfully, but just to show you how you can modify this very popular traditional sequence with using the chair. It's one way, there's a few different ways. So we're going to start in the mountain, feet planted, standing up nice and straight and tall. And first thing we'll do is lift the arms over the head with the inhale. Okay, so when you're ready, lifting. And when you're exhaling, usually we'd come down into forward bend. Let's just come into like a half forward bend, and you can rest your elbows, your forearms on the chair here, and see how that feels. And hold here for another breath or two. And have a slight bend or a big bend with your knees. We're going to come up out of this one a little bit. We're just going to place the hands on the chair, lengthen, and we're going to come into a lunge. So we're going to step back through the right foot. You might slide your left foot forward a little bit. You can stay on the chair like this. Okay, you can lift up through your back heel for a moment and then slide it back down just to get a little bit more of a stretch in the calf muscle there. Good. 2 more breaths here. And then to transition of this one, we're going to step the front foot back. We're going to be on the chair like this and come into a plank. So you want to make sure your chair is if you've got a real soft chair, it might not feel as good for your wrists. So you might want to, instead of having your fingers pointing forward, if you've got a real soft chair, I've got a firm chair so I can keep my fingers forward. If you don't, you might grip the sides of the chair like I'm doing now and come into the plank. Okay, so see how that feels. Resting here for a few breaths. It's a strengthening position. Okay. From plank, we're just going to extend back for a moment. You can place your fingers forward again. Stretching here. And then inhale, we're going to come back to plank. We're going to open the chest a little bit more, a little bit of an upward facing dog. And then exhale back into like a downward facing dog. Good. Breathing in, coming forward. We're going to step the right foot forward into a lunge. Hands on the chair. Again, if you want to reposition your hands and grip the sides of the chair, if that feels more supportive, feel free. You can inhale, come up to that back foot a little bit more. Exhale, plant it down. Okay, and then we're going to step the back foot forward. Just going to realign my body. Exhale, come down onto the lower arms. Okay, you can bend your knees here too. And then on the next inhale, place your hands on the chair, start to rise up. You can bend your knees, reach through your arms. And exhale, come down, hands together at your heart. So when that was a half a round of sun salutations. So we're going to try it again and complete the full round. The differences, we just step back differently with the lunge. We do the left foot back and then the left foot forward. All right, so on your next breath in, reaching the arms up. On the next breath out, release, come over. Okay, you can lower down onto the lower arms again. Inhale and slide your hands there, come halfway up, prepare to come back with the lunge. So I'm just going to slide my right foot forward a little bit, left foot back, come into that lunge pose here. All right. Inhale and then exhale, come into positioning for the plank. So we're going to step back a little bit just until when we lower our hips a little bit into an incline, Feels like you're strengthening here through your abs. One more breath here. And then exhale. Move back with your hips, feet farther away from the chair. Inhale, come forward again. You might grip the sides of the chair here and lifting your chin. Okay, good. Exhale back. This time, inhale, bring your left foot forward in that lunge. Okay, you can slide your back foot back as much as you want. And then we're going to come forward, feet together, reaching the arms up. And on the exhale, come down. Good. We've completed one round of sun salutation on the chair. See how you feel after doing that flowing sequence. Check in with yourself from head to toe. Okay, and we're going to come back down on the chair, sitting on the chair for a little bit more. So you can reposition it if you need to. We're going to do a little bit more for the legs and the hips. So when you're ready, if you want to try to bring that right leg in, squeeze it in, place your hands just around the knee. You can do a little bit of movement side to side here. Try to sit up nice and tall. We're going to roll through the foot and ankle. Okay, and then starting to rock that leg a little bit more. Good, loosening up at the hip. Well, we'll see if we can place this ankle on the top of your left thigh. Okay, this can be a big position. So if this isn't working today, don't worry, do your best. We're just going to roll out through that ankle a little bit more. Flex, point and flex the foot. Okay. And then you can just gently press. If you want to try that, just a little pressure here. Hand on your leg. And I'm just slightly coming forward too. So I'm going to come forward with the upper body, just a little bit over that leg. And it's a personal thing. So whatever feels right for you. Okay. One more breath here. We'll come back to center. Release this leg. You can squeeze that knee in for a moment again and set it back down. Okay. And then we'll bring that other leg in, squeezing, sitting up nice and tall, rolling through your foot and ankle here. Doing a little movement, side to side movement, feeling into that hip. And rock it like this if this is accessible to you. And when you're ready, see if you can place that ankle, the outer ankle on the front of the other thigh. If you need to, you can also slide your right foot out a bit. Okay, breath here. Pausing. Seeing if you can feel some release here happening over time. And if you only hold this for a moment or two before needing to release it, that's okay. Okay, give yourself permission to just do what's right for your body. Everybody's different. Okay, at the end of this exhale, release that and bring your knee back in. Okay. And widen out through the legs again. One more seated forward bend is a wonderful way to release tension in the back. So we're going to inhale, come up. And exhale, start to fold over. Again, you can stay here with your elbows, hands, or not, lower arms on your legs, or you can sink down with your hands. Good. Next time you come up slowly. Okay. We're going to shoot the right hip a little bit more to the off the chair. So the left hip will just be on the chair. The right hip will be hanging off the right side. Lengthen out through that right leg here. Bend through the left knee, come up nice and tall. We're doing a supported seated warrior pose. So you can reach your arms up. Good. Release your right arm down to your right leg or reach up. And on your exhalation, come over and rest on that left leg. Reach your other arm straight up. And reach right over your head, extending through. Good. We'll come over towards the left side with that arm. And release back to center. Good. And we're going to bring that right foot in. We're going to shift around a little bit more. Shift the hips towards the left. Let the left hip come right off. Right hip and the edge of the thigh there supported by the chair. Reach back, reach out with your left leg. Find your place here. And then come up. Warrior two. Okay, we'll release the left arm down, reach up. Good. On your next breath out, come over that leg. Inhale the other arm straight up. And exhale it over. One more breath. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, release your arm. Okay, we'll come out of this position. We'll center the hips again on the chair. And come back to a bit of that seated cat-cow. Inhale, open. Exhale, belly in. On your inhale, open your chest, shoulders roll back, chin lift slightly. Exhale, belly in. Two more breaths like that. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release. We're going to sit here for a few moments. Just centering ourselves again. Having a little bit more of that just calm, quiet time for yourself in a seated meditation. So welcome this opportunity to just let your whole body relax in stillness. If you find that your back is starting to get a little bit sore and achy, you want to sit towards the back of the chair. I don't have my blocker right beside me to show you, but you can put something just to help keep the alignment of your back. You can put a block or a cushion between the back of the chair. Let your back be supported here and just relax. Feel your body physically release any holding, any gripping. Continue to focus on your breath coming through, this time more naturally, flowing through. And welcome this time to just be here now in the present moment, giving yourself a break from outer stimulus. Recharging your batteries. Don't worry if the mind is still really active. It gets into a bit of a pattern if it doesn't know what to expect. But with practice, your mind will start to release into this experience because you're starting to connect to new patterns. It's about giving yourself permission to just be here without having to do anything else. And anywhere that you can relax your body, please do. And stay here for one more minute. For this last minute, see if you can hold a gentle smile, even just a hint of a smile on your face. Let your lips curve. Thich Nhat Hanh said it best. Sometimes the source of your smile is joy. And sometimes the source of your joy is your smile. So it works both ways. It can just smiling can activate that positivity, that radiance of joy and happiness. Sitting with that smile for another few seconds. And then when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes, bringing your attention a little bit more to the space around yourself. Deepening your breath. It's a good opportunity to also create an intention for the rest of your day, getting to understand, what you might need the most today, what kind of day it is, and what you can bring into it. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again soon.